What is good, Newmoon Island? It is I, BeastlyGible, and I have an NU Wi-Fi battle match against a fellow conductor, B2J135. Now this battle was very close, and I honestly dominated most of the match, but it was still pretty close, and he did make a comeback at the end. I don't really know. Anyways, you'll just see what happened during the match. It was very intense, and for some little background to this Wi-Fi battle, Brian, I was in a call with him, and he was saying how Diancie is amazing, and I honestly think it's pretty trash, but that's just my opinion. So he challenged me to a doubles battle, which I never play, and he actually beat me with Trick Room, because he brought stuff like Trick Room and Stealth Rocks to a doubles match, and I just brought a bunch of random shit, and yeah. So he did beat me there, but then I'm like, you know what, pick a tier, I'll beat you. And he picked NU, and I'm honestly not good at NU at all. So I asked my buddy Blaze Shadowthorn, which is a fellow conductor as well, if he can slide me like a few more NU pokes, because I literally had like 3 NU Pokemon. So he did, and this battle happened. So my opponent has a Malamar, which is pretty scary, especially defensive. I'm guessing Dragalge. Physically defensive Avalog, the coffee table, Rotom Fan, Lilligant, and that thingy, I forgot what it's carving. Yeah, that's what it's called. Anyways, I brought a powerful Archeops. Archeops would be so good if it didn't have its lousy ass ability. Furfro, this is if you know for my channel, I did a live a while back, an Uber's live with Furfro in it. So this is the Young God set of Toxic, Rest, Cotton Guard, and U-Turn. U-Turn to if you predict the steel or poison types that basically you can't touch with Toxic. And I have a Specs Pyroar, Dragon Dance, Tropius. I think this is also Dragon Dance for Alligator, and I think this is specially defensive or offensive actually. What's it called? Lantern. So anyways, that's pretty much it for team previews. I'm just gonna stop talking now. We can just head straight into the battle. But before I do, make sure to go check out my channel if you guys would like to see more of my content. And also, if you guys want, follow me on Twitter at BeastlyGible. I'm pretty active there. You just have to ask me for a Wi-Fi battle or a showdown battle, and 9 times out of 10 I will probably say yes. Anyways, like I said, let's just hop straight into the battle. Okay, like I said, this will be an NU match, which stands for never used. So you're gonna see a bunch of Pokemon that aren't really used in main competitive, which will be which I'm calling OU, I guess. That's what people mostly do. So I lead off with Archeops, since I do have the U-turn. I know I can outspeed probably his whole team, and so if he leads off with something I don't like, I can just U-turn. I just had a U-turn predicting the switch, and even though if he stayed in, I would get super effective damage on it. But yeah, he reveals that he has Rocky Helmet on the Avalog, which I would like to point out, the nickname on it is freaking amazing. Titanic, please, since, you know, Iceberg, Titanic, all that good shit. Anyways, I go into my Specs Pyro. I just decided to fire off a Hyper Voice, see how much that does. Hopefully he didn't go into Carbink, but he does. And I'm like, well shit, let me switch out, because I don't know what this thing is gonna do. I go into my Feraligatr. For some reason I put leftovers on it, and I didn't realize until like while we were playing. I was like, shit, that was supposed to be a Lumberry. And yeah, I just Waterfall right here, not wanting him to get up to a Reflect, but he actually decides that Stealth Rocks are a bigger priority, which you will see later on in the battle actually come into play. I just go into for a safe Earthquake just in case he wants to switch. And yeah, the Carbink is dead. He did set up Stealth Rocks though, so that's a thing. Anyways, he goes into the Dragalge. I'm like, dude, I have Earthquake. Now you die. And yeah, actually it doesn't die, but it does a lot of damage. He goes for Sludge Wave, and judging by that damage, I do get the poison, which is unfortunate, but judging by that damage, I know this thing is offensive, and I'm like, holy shit, you are strong. You are too strong. And yeah, like I said, if I had Lumberry, that poison wouldn't have happened. So yeah, now he switches out. I go for a Waterfall, predicting the switch to anything that wasn't the Titanic. But sadly he does go into an Avalog, and I'm like, fuck. Rocky Helmet damage, poison damage. I mean, I do get some nice health back from lefties, but I lose more from freaking poison. So I'm just gonna switch out, going to a Furfurl, saving this just for a nice sack if I do need it. But I am, like, honestly dominating the match so far, so he's just gonna go for the Earthquake, and I'm gonna eat this up like it's breakfast. That literally did like 20 damage. Now I'm just gonna go for a U-turn, predicting him to switch into something that can't get toxic or anything, but he switches into the Ligand, and it actually works out in my favor because U-turn is super effective and it does like 40 damage. I don't have any attack investment, so that's why it didn't do that much. Now I just go into my Archeops, and I do have Citrus Berry just in case I get knocked back by the Stealth Rock to 50%, so I won't go into defeatist mode. And I know even since I'm holding the Citrus Berry, Acrobatic is still gonna kill because of stab and super effective and all that good stuff. So yeah, the Lilligant goes down, and Light Screen wears off too, which is pretty good. Now he goes into on the contrary to Malamar, which I think was a misplay because I have U-turn, and I did reveal the U-turn, and that's quad super effective. You probably didn't think it would kill, but sadly, yes, it does, and it just got shreked. So now I have a good momentum going, and I just took out 2 of his Pokemon in a fell swoop. And I'm just gonna go into Pyroar, and it's looking pretty good for me. He goes into the Rotom, and he actually goes for the Air Slash, probably trying to get the flinch, but he does reveal that he is Scarf. I go for a Fire Blast, hoping I don't miss. I just want to get rid of this thing, and yeah, it dies. Crit obviously didn't matter because I'm Specs, and yeah, it's Moxie. I know it's Moxie. I bred it wrong, but calm down. Obviously Fire Blast isn't gonna do a lot since it's resisted, so I went to Lantern, and you will see this does a fuck ton. Yeah, even if it's resisted, it still does. Like, to me that was a fuck ton, because I wanted to take like 2 damage from it. So I'm just gonna go for a Volt Switch, and I want to free switch it into something. I don't know why I went for the Lantern, because I don't have Ice Beam. And yeah, I'm like, shit. Archeops, take a Sludge Wave for me, please. Pretty please, with Sprinkles on top. And I mean, if you would have went for Sludge Wave, maybe I would have lived it, but he goes for Focus Blast, and once it said Focus Blast, I'm like, yep, not living that. By Archeops, you did your job, not gonna complain. And now this is where I kind of sacked 2 Pokemon. Since if I had Lumberry, I wouldn't have been poisoned, and that Feraligatr wouldn't have died. So that's the thing. Pyroar go, Stealth Rocks die. Yeah, that's the thing. So like I said, the Stealth Rocks, I wanted to make it close, so I did sack off 2 of my Pokemon there. I went to Lantern because I wasn't confident that Tropius can outspeed, since I do know it's probably offensive, and judging by the damage, it's most likely Assault Vest. And yeah, this thing just, holy shit, I just die. He gets a crit. I think it might have mattered, but honestly, I don't know. But holy thing, that thing is strong. It literally just took out, if you count Stealth Rocks, it took out 4 Pokemon. If not, it took out 2. But luckily I do outspeed since I am max invested. I am adamant though, so that's why I wasn't certain. So the Dragalge is down, Now all he has is the Avalog, and this is pretty much the game because I know I can wrap up with Furfrou. Because he doesn't have anything like Heal Bell or Aromatherapy, so I just decided to get a nice chip damage off with the Leaf Blade, and it basically does nothing, but I'm just sacking off the trophy so I can get a free switch into my Furfrou and win the game. And that's pretty much it. What goes on right now is basically just a bunch of toxic stall and such with my Furfrou. First I set up a Cotton Guard because Cotton Guard is cool, and also with the Cotton Guard he can't touch me for shit, haha. So now this is basically the game. I won it, it's over, GG, get wrecked, get destroyed. So yeah, that's basically it. Now it's just toxic stall. Go for the toxic. He goes for the, I don't know what, he goes for the avalanche, and let's see how much it does. That does exactly 11, and with the leftovers that did exactly 1% damage. So there we go. That's the power of Young God Furfrou. Now I'm just gonna go for another Cotton Guard to reduce the damage even more. So now every time he hits me, he's actually gonna give me back HP. That did 7 damage. I'm at +6 now, and yeah, I just gained back like 10 HP. Instead of losing, I gained back. Now I'm just gonna go for some U-turns to speed up this process. And yeah, that's basically it. GG to Brian. It was a good game, and it was fun actually. When you don't bring a bunch of bulky things like the standard annual ladder on Showdown, it actually can be pretty enjoyable. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and a comment. And if you want to check out my channel, it will be down below. And also, if you want, check out my Twitter at BeastlyGible. Because if you want to Wi-Fi battle me and my power, you're gonna have to ask me there or on Showdown. That's basically it. Anyways, like I said, this is a GG Brian, a fellow conductor. Go check him out, I guess, too. And yeah, I don't know what much to say. He just runs here, and GG. Thanks for watching. I'm out.